Hello friends, it's Betsy. Welcome back to my channel. I have a bunch of new subscribers, so I'd like to say hi and introduce myself. My name is Betsy. I live in Atlanta, Georgia with several chronic illnesses, and my channel has mostly been about that until recently when I started to do yarn and crochet videos. So today I have a special treat for us. I have not one, but two yarn unboxings to do. The first is going to be Yarn Yay, and the second will be my knit crate. Now, this is the last Yarn Yay box that I'm actually going to get because I had a 6-month subscription and this is the last one. And while I've enjoyed most of the Yarn Yay boxes, a lot of times, most of the time actually in the past 6 months, the yarn has been a little thinner than things that I would normally want to use. So I have decided to try Knit Crate. And I'll put a reference code in the comments in case you would also like to try Knit Crate, because I was able to get a nice discount on this from a referral code from Creatively Tracy. And she also has a great yarn and crochet channel that I will link in the description as well. So without further ado, let's get into the Yarn Yay box. All right. So all the months before this have actually come in a bag. And when she was revealing, when Vicki Howell was revealing what was in these September boxes, several of us commented, "What happened to the bags?" And she didn't say anything. So I'm wondering if either we're switching back to the boxes, or maybe when they moved, because she recently moved to a new location, they found lots of extra boxes and decided to do one more month to get rid of them. I don't really know, so time will tell. But the nice thing about Yarn Yay is that they don't generally have a waiting list, and she always tells you what is in them. So I think for future boxes, I'm gonna wait for her to reveal what's in them instead of buying a recurring subscription, and only buy the boxes of things that I really actually want. All right, so I know what is in here from her reveal, but I don't know what color I'm gonna get, so that's exciting. Let's open this sucker up. All right. So this month's project is Racer and Rubber hats. So she always includes a knit and crochet pattern, which I really appreciate because I don't knit. I have tried to knit and I have no desire because I'm really, really, really bad about it. There's something about crochet that makes more sense to me. So I think this is actually the knit pattern. Let's open it up and see what the crochet pattern looks like. So that is the crochet pattern. Very cool. And the reason I chose Yarn Yay as one of my first yarn subscription boxes is because she makes a real effort to not only support small businesses, but usually small women-owned businesses. And I really love women watching out for other women. So that was why I went to this first. But it does tend to have projects that I wouldn't necessarily do, or at least it has in the past 6 months. So let's see. The inside of the little magazine you get here tells you what's in the box and a little bit about the company. So the yarn this month is Earth Yarns, U-R-T-H, Earth Yarns, in Fig and Black Grape. And it looks like I got Fig. And it is extra fine merino, dyed by hand using natural dyes, worsted weight. Finally, a worsted weight in one of these boxes. I feel like I'm gonna happily use this yarn. This might be my favorite box. Of course, you know, it's always like that when you cancel these subscription boxes. I used to get art boxes too. And like once you're finally fed up and you want to cancel it, you tend to get like the best box of them all. I wonder, like, anyway. I know everybody has different opinions of things. Yep, this is Fig. It says needle, well, let's see, needle size is US 6 to 8 or 45 millimeter. So I don't know if that means 45 millimeter hook, because all it's listed is needle size. The weight is 100 grams, 220 yards. So that's a decent amount of yardage for a worsted weight on one of these. And the gauge is 6 stitches equals 1 inch. Knit one, plant one. Earth Yarns plants a tree in Africa for each skein sold in partnership with Trees for the Future. That's awesome. So all of her companies that she features generally are things that are good for small businesses or good for the earth, or, you know, just have good stories behind them. Earth Yarns is a family-owned business powered by the women dyers in Istanbul and Mersin. The company plants a tree in Africa for each hank purchased. Very cool. All right, hat patterns. The design is Chris Balls, Bahls. He did the knit version, and Vicky Howell generally always does the crochet version. So there's the knit version. And I showed you the crochet version earlier. Let's see what else we have. Self-opening scissors by Slice. These self-opening scissors are ideal for fiber artists or anyone with arthritis, hand weakness, or dexterity challenges. Well, count me in. The innovative zirconium oxide blades will never rust. Okay, I have a thing about scissors, guys. I love scissors, and I think it comes from my seamstress days, because before I got sick, I worked for a sewing machine company and I did alterations and things like that. I find that sewing is just a little too difficult for me to do with my chronic illness, because I am also what would you call, an obsessive ironer. Like, I really love to press things when I sew and make my seams nice and clean, and irons are just too heavy, even the mini ones. Like, it's too much work, because you have to sit down at the sewing machine, get up, take it over to the iron. Like, I can't. But I do love a good pair of scissors. And you can imagine I have fabric scissors and yarn scissors and paper scissors and sticker scissors. So I'm always up for a new pair of scissors. And I love a good pair of snips, not gonna lie. And I'm kind of excited about this ceramic blade here. I wonder if I can get this up quickly. Open. Oh, nice. And it's even got dexterity challenged friendly packaging. It just peeled right up. I love that. Ooh, that is a great little yarn snipper. I am super excited for that. And a nice little cover. Aw, to keep them together. That is going to fit very nicely in any project bag or zip bag with your hooks. Like, you could just slide right in. Oh, see, every time you want to cancel, it just ends up being awesome, and then you second guess. But like I said, she normally announces what's in her boxes, and there's usually plenty for you to go grab one if you decide you want it. So I'm just canceling my reoccurring subscription so I can preview what's in it before I buy it. You know, the surprise element is kind of gone anyway with these. So, and last but not least, a Felique drawstring bag by Vicky Howell for Delaque. So this is a company that Vicky Howell has been working with to create different tote bags and zippered bags and all kinds of bags. I think I've gotten a version of something from Delaque the past couple months in my boxes, and you know, who doesn't love a little drawstring project bag? So cute. I'm super pleased. I have to say, in the past 6 months, with the exception of her Mad Tosh multicolor skeins that came in the very first box that I got, this has been my favorite box so far. So we have our drawstring bag, our snips, and finally a worsted weight yarn. Yay. And I actually wanted the green, so that's exciting. I'm glad. I mean, the red kind of berry grape color was pretty too, but I don't know. I guess it just because it goes with my skin tone and stuff. I don't know. I just like the green. It's a different kind of color, I think. A little harder to find maybe than like a deep wine color. So that is yarn, yay. Woohoo! All right. Who doesn't love a good subscription box, right? I believe they are about $35.95 a month. I will double check that, and if I'm wrong, I'll put it underneath here. So it was a little bit more on the expensive side, but you always get really great quality products. Speaking of, I just peeked down and opened this up, and look, how cute is that? There's like a little pocket in a pocket. I mean, the construction of that for me is coming from a sewing background. It's like, well, that's a cute little extra step you didn't have to take. That's adorable. Yay. Very cool. All right, I'm keeping these suckers out. You better believe it. Okay. So this is my first knit crate box, and I don't know if this is typical or if this was just this month. For new subscribers, you could get your first box for $12.95, but I was like, heck yeah, I'll try any yarn that's this nice that I can get for $12.95 a month. I believe regular price it's either $25. I will put that. I'll put that in the description or somewhere along the bottom here what the normal cost is for a knit crate. But for my first box, heck yeah. All right, let's cut this. See, I don't know, maybe it's a thing with blades. I like pocket knives for opening packages. I have, you know, scissors. Ooh. Wow, okay, you get 2 skeins in here. That is awesome. Totally worth it. And it's a worsted weight. Woohoo! Oh, it's soft and squishy. Oh, that's why. Listen to this fiber content. 55% fine merino wool, 30% baby alpaca. Well, that makes me feel kind of bad. Anyway, 15% mulberry silk. And if you watched my last yarn haul, I got some purple yarn that I'm currently making a cowl out of that is bamboo with silk in it. And I think having silk in the yarn is now my favorite thing. So I have 2 of these green skeins. What a fun color green. And the yarn, I'm sorry, I should tell you who the yarn is by. It is by Audine Wool's Sleek by Knit Crate, Maya Luna Corazon. I'm pretty sure that's Spanish for something heart. Cool, let's read because we got a booklet in here. Let's see. Aw, cute little stitch marker. I have to say though, I haven't figured out how to use these stitch markers with the super small clasps, because to me, I always end up splitting the yarn when they're those super small clasps. But I know lots of you use them and love them and make different stitch markers exactly like that. So help a sister out. Like, how do you not split your yarn when you're using that as a stitch marker? So the stitch marker is from Pink Macaroons. And it's a little star. 100% handmade clay charms. Which, by the way, I tried making polymer clay charms. It's harder than it looks. All right. Knit Crate Inspirations, August 2020. Theme and inspiration is paradise. For September, we're dreaming of cotton candy blooms on trees, crystal blue waters, and vividly colored birds. So I guess this is the knit crate. This is the sock crate. And let's see what else we got in here. All right, so this is about the brand Maya Luna Corazon, and that is her, and that cute little crop top. Very cool. So the colors that you could have gotten were Unwind, Bliss, and Utopia, and I got Unwind. Very cool. And the patterns in here. So you've got, oh, those are the sock patterns from the sock yarns, I guess. And cheerful scarf and mittens, though that's the knit pattern. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot knit whatsoever. Ooh, I love these. Look at these sleeves. That is beautiful. I wouldn't make it out of the green yarn, but I think I'm definitely going to use that pattern for something else. And you know what? If I have any extra of that purple silk yarn that I love, it would be so soft and so pretty. Let's see. Oh, and it's got both the stitches and the chart. So that's cool. And I love that you're getting both the sock pattern and the other patterns, even though you may not necessarily have their sock yarn. You still get the pattern. That's kind of cool. And then October 2020's Peak. Ooh, I'm liking this. Looks like nice little earth tones. So we shall see. I am getting this next month for sure. Because it's, you know, I would actually rather pay and get multiple skeins of yarn than extra little doohickeys. I mean, let's not pretend that these are not awesome from Yarn-Yay, but right now I just don't have much of a stash. So getting nice yarns is very fun. All right, so that's the knit crate for the month. And thank you for following me along on my unboxing. This was fun to do with you guys. I look forward to doing it again in the future. And for those of you who are new subscribers to my channel, thank you so much. And for those of you that have been around from the beginning, I really appreciate it. And if you're new, I would love to have you as one of my subscribers. So don't forget to hit that button and turn on notifications so you can find out when I put out new videos. I do my best to try to do Saturday and Tuesday, but I do have a chronic illness. Multiple of them actually, and so that doesn't always happen. So if you turn on the notification bell, you will for sure know when I upload a new video. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you next time.